Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the live stream. Here we are. I'm Jim. Welcome to the Side Hustle Shuffle. Cut it out. Cut it out. All right. That's my 70s game show music. How's everybody doing tonight? All right. We're gonna check some. We're gonna do some what they call housekeeping. We're gonna do some what they call housekeeping. Let's check out what's going on over here. Okay. Sounds like you can hear me over there. All right, you can hear me over there. We'll mute. You can hear me coughing, which I apologize for. Now we can hear me over here. Yeah, you can hear me over there. But there's a big delay on YouTube. All right, big delay on YouTube. We're going to turn that down a little bit. That's a little bit loud. We're here to talk about brand deals. I'm an Amazon influencer, YouTuber, as you can tell, right? And we're going to talk about brand deals. Now, last year I was going through my income. You know, tax season's coming up, and so I was trying to figure out how much I earned last year and all the different income streams that Amazon provides for me. So you got your on-site, you got your off-site, you got your live stream traffic, you got your shovel videos, you got your Inspire tab, you got your vertical videos, Inspire tab, and of course you got your brand deals. Okay, you got the brand deals, and of course there's always the secondary market after the brand deals. So you get the products, you do the videos on the products, and then you're going to resell them, right? So multiple streams of income just from the Amazon Influencer Program. You don't have to worry about creating the YouTube channel, but you should, or starting affiliate marketing somewhere else, or focusing on TikTok, which I do, but you don't have to. There's enough income streams here on Amazon you can deal with and create a bunch of stuff. Of course, it's all depending on Amazon, which I don't recommend because you got to have stuff coming in from different places. Okay, you got to have a little YouTube channel coming in with offsite traffic. You got to have a little bit of a diversification. Okay, you got to have diversification. So anyway, brand deals. Okay. If you're an Amazon influencer, let me know in the chat. It's delayed, so I'm not going to be able to tell. Where is the chat? There's the comments up here. All right. But I don't know if I go. Every once in a while, I'll come over and check the chats. 70s game show music, you can't beat it. Anyway, so you're an Amazon influencer, or you aspire to be one, and you get approved. You do your first 3 videos to get on-site placements. You get approved there too. You're excited. You go crazy. You start going around your house. You start doing videos on everything in your house, right? Everything. Matter of fact, you start taking batteries out of things and doing videos on batteries and battery charges because, hey, why not? The vacuum cleaner, this is interesting. The vacuum cleaner, they resell just about every part of that vacuum cleaner. The brush, the agitator, the bag, the canister, the switch, the cord, the handle. These things all break on vacuum cleaners, and you can replace them. And they have all those parts. Okay, just the same thing with power tools. They have all kinds of batteries and battery chargers and replacement stuff for them. So when you buy the package, it comes with the battery and the battery charger. So you do a video on the whole package, then you do a video on just the drill, then you do a video on just the charger, then you do a video on just the battery, right? You can do a video on the bit. So, I mean, you go crazy through your house. You do videos on everything, right? Anything and everything, okay? And of course, everything you've heard probably up until Amazon Influencer Program was niche down, people. We got to niche down. Well, Amazon Influencer Program, it's broad. It's a broad approach. Okay, it's a broad approach. So, you do anything and everything. Anything and everything you do video for, right? Is that too loud? I don't know if it is. I like it, but I don't know if it's too loud. So you do videos on everything and anything. right? And you put, your social media. Now you can put. When I got started 2.5 years ago, you couldn't put your social media on your storefront. Now you got your social media on your storefront, so you can have your Instagram and your Facebook in there. They're going to contact you on Facebook Messenger and Instagram. Okay. Not only that, they're going to go into if you have a YouTube channel there and everything else, they're going to go into your profiles and find your email address, and some of them can email you. So they're going to find you. You don't even have to look for these people. You can. I'm going to show you how to stick to the end. I'm going to show you how to look and find these people, these brands and agents, and how to get brand deals. But so they're going to look for you as well, especially if you do a video on this phone case, right? The competitors of this phone case will start reaching out to you and saying, we saw your video on the phone case. We'd like you to do our phone case too. And before you know it, you've got 5 phone cases on the way, right? But how do you get to that point, and why are they reaching out to you? Okay, why they're reaching out to you? Because you have good quality content. Okay, number one, good quality content and a lot of quality content. The answer always is more content. Okay, more better content, more better, right? More better content. It's always the answer. So they're going to find you. Okay. Now the hard part is now you're juggling. They're contacting you on Instagram. They're contacting you on Facebook Messenger. They're contacting you by email. They're contacting you on WhatsApp if you let them. Okay. It gets a little crazy. And if you're like me and you have more than one account, it can get really crazy, right? So you have to. That's organization is the next thing we're going to talk about. So stick with me. Okay? Stick with me. Brand deals. The difference between somebody who treats this like a business and somebody who treats it like a side hustle is the organization that they put into it. Okay, and it's a lot. The organization is a lot because you got to pull it from all these places. But you can. I'm going to show you how to do it pretty easily. So stick with me. Stick with me. Anyway. They're going to find you, right? They're going to find you, and they're going to try and get you to do stuff for free. All right. Now here, mistake number one is doing stuff for free. All right. And I'm going to tell you why. All right. Stop. Criteria for a free item. If it's an expensive item, if you can resell it, or you want to use it for yourself or a friend or a family member, right? Then you can accept it for free. You also want to make sure that it has a good amount of sales, because if it doesn't get sales, you're not going to get any commissions. Okay, so you don't want to take a free product. This is the big problem with free products. They're usually getting less than 50 sales a month because they're brand new products but no history. So they want you to generate buzz on these products. So they want you to make a video. So you make a video, but it never sells. So you've accepted the free product. It might be a piece of crap that you can't resell, right? And it's sitting in your garage like I got a bunch of stuff, right? And you've spent however long to make the video, edit the video, put the video up, create a thumbnail, create a title, right? Wasted all of that time for free for a product you didn't want, and now you get no sales. So what happened with me when it happened was, so when I went through my house and did all those videos on everything and anything and everything, okay, my income started going up really fast. The first 3 months it shot up like crazy, right? Then I started getting these free offers. Free product. Then my income just flatlined, right? Didn't go down, flatlined. Didn't go up anymore, right? Because all of those products weren't getting sales. Okay, so it's a catch-22. You got to make sure that you're getting sales with these products. So you don't accept free products, because that's the problem with free products, is they're not getting sales, right? Anyway, organization is what the other thing was. Organization is the difference between treating it like a business and treating it like a side hustle, because you're getting messages on your Facebook Messenger. You're answering them all times of the day. Usually it's at night, because these Chinese sellers, usually they start working around 11 p.m. Eastern time. I start getting messages around that time, and it gets annoying, but then I start answering them 8 o'clock in the morning when I get up, 7 o'clock, and then they answer me back and forth. So it takes a day or two to get through, but you negotiate with them. All right. Now, when I started, it was all free products. I didn't have any history. I didn't have anything to fall back on. I couldn't show them my work, so I was taking some free stuff. And I told you what happened with the flat line. But then what happened was, I got to the point where I was too busy. Now I work a full-time job. Okay, so I work, sometimes 60 hours a week, right? And of course you got travel and all that stuff. So 60 hours a week, I'm doing a job. So the rest of the time, I don't have that much more time to do videos. So they're sending me all these products. There's only so much time in the day to do videos, and they all want me to do for free. I can't do them for free anymore because I don't have the time. So now I'm going to start charging because I don't have the time. Now time is valuable because I only have so much time in the day. So I start charging $20, $25 a video, right? And I would sweeten the deal. Back then, it was the Inspire tab was coming around, so I would say, you know, I'd give you a vertical video and a horizontal video for the same price. And I would, and they would go for it. I would get $25 videos, and I'd be doing that, right? And but then it got to the point where I was too busy for even that. So every once in a while, I would increase the amount. Now, there's a flood of sellers and agents out there that still want you to do things for free. Matter of fact, they're going to try and get you to do illegal stuff. Don't ever buy a product, okay? Don't say like they'll reimburse you. You know, as soon, don't worry, my friend, dear. Hey, dear, buy the product and send me the receipt, and the money will be in your account within minutes. They'll promise you the world, and maybe they will even pay you. Right? That's not the point. The point is it's against terms of service. It's against the it's against terms of service. So what it is they're trying to increase their sales by having you buy something. So it increases their sales on the algorithm on Amazon. Just like you're trying to increase the algorithm to get your videos watched, they're trying to make sales. So they're trying to trick the algorithm. Amazon knows they're trying to trick the algorithm, so they made a rule that they can't do that. Okay, so don't do that, because when they find out you're associated with sellers like that, when they do the purge, you can get shut down. You don't want to be one of those people when they do the purge. Like, I'm waiting for them to do the purge now for the people who are doing product videos off the shelves in the stores, because they put out that do's and don'ts for Shopify videos about 2 weeks ago. And if you didn't get that email, let me know, because I'll let you know what happened. But they specifically said in there, don't video things on shelves. So I'm waiting for the purge. Now that they said it, they might go through and start suspending accounts. You know, I think they might just do that. So anyway, so then the price started going up, and I started, you know, but. So what do you want to know? What do you want to know? So one of the questions was, how do you find brand deals? And we touched on it. You find the brand deals, they're going to find you most of the time. Okay, you go to these Facebook groups. There's a bunch of Facebook groups, right? A bunch of Facebook groups that are there, and there's sales. I have one, Influencers of the Amazon. You go to my Facebook group. We're going live in it right now. There's sellers in there, there's agents in there, and there's influencers in there. I didn't split the group up like a lot of guys do. A lot of people do. They'll have one group for influencers, one group for agents and sellers. I didn't want to differentiate because I wanted the communication to be in one spot. So we're here, we're doing everything. A lot of these sellers would like to be influencers too. So if they can learn how to do it and they want to learn how to do it, if they're going to do it right, why not? Anyway, so you go into those groups, and these sellers are always posting products that they need videos for. They're always posting products they need videos for. Now here's the thing. Everybody is going, I'm interested, me, like 15 people, me, right? So don't be me, right? DM them, do a little research, dig in, okay? Call them by their name in the message. Tell them you're an influencer. Tell them you've made so many videos. Tell them you really are excited about their product and you'd like to do a video, right? And then tell them, I charge $100 million for my videos, right? Or whatever you charge. I'm not going to throw out numbers. I threw out what I started with, but I'm not going to be throwing out numbers because it's not fair. Everybody's in a different spot. Everybody's valuable is different. Now, when I started, I was like, my hourly rate, I work a regular job. So my hourly rate, overtime hourly rate is a certain number that I'm used to thinking about. So I started there, okay? But it grew pretty rapidly from there. All right. So it gives you an idea where you can start. So value your time. Your time is money, right? So how much time you're going to spend? How much time you're going to spend researching the product, reading the directions, putting it together, installing it, whatever. How much time you're going to spend videoing it? How many angles? How many shots? How many takes? Right? How many cameras you're going to need? Are you going to need another actor? How much time are you going to spend editing the video? Okay. What are you going to do? How are you going to a thumbnail, and how are you going to make a title? That's a lot of stuff to deal with, right? It's a lot of stuff to deal with, and you don't want to do it for free, right? So what do you value your time at? Where do you value your time at, right? Some people tell you $100. I don't touch a video for less than $100, and that's great. Okay, if you can get that, that's great. But don't be turning down work, right? I wouldn't turn down work because you don't know what's going to happen in the future. So a lot of the people that started with me at $20 videos, they're now paying me $80. Right? I told you I wasn't going to give numbers, but that's just one number. It's not a solid number. Everybody pays different because they all jumped on board at different times, right? So, but when I started increasing my prices, they didn't say no. You know, they were like, okay, every time. Most of them, right? Some of them, some of them were one and dones. They weren't going to do more business with you anyway. But the ones that I have a few that send me a couple of products every week, right? But we were talking about how much can you make, right? How much can you make? How much do you think you can make? Whatever you made as an Amazon influencer, I would say you could make at least that much in brand deals. Okay, so conservatively, if I got 5 products a week, 20 a month, 240 a year, 240 times 20, right? Or 20 or 50, whatever. You're talking about $5,000-$6,000 probably thereabouts, an extra $5,000-$6,000 just doing part-time, doing like 5 videos a week, 5 products a week. Okay, can you do that? You have enough time to do that for an extra $6,000 a year, right? What do you think? So that's what you can charge. And how do you get paid? What's another question? How do you get paid? How do you get paid is pretty simple. They're going to want to pay you through PayPal. They're going to want to pay you through PayPal. And so far, I haven't had an issue with my payments through PayPal. All right. Everything's gone through. I've heard people have nightmare problems with PayPal getting shut down but so far I've been fine. I don't know. There's other ways to get paid. There's Payoneer. You can have direct deposit to your account. PayPal's pretty easy. You can keep track of everything. I was able to go to the end of the year and add everything up and figure out what I made last year. It was pretty simple. Pretty good place to have everything in one spot. All right. Now we're talking about organization, right? Staying organized, right? Staying organized is the difference between treating it like a business and treating it like a side hustle, like a part-time, hobby, right? You don't want to treat it like a hobby. You want to treat it like a business. So, as I said before, you're getting hit from all these different angles: Facebook Messenger, Instagram, WhatsApp, emails. Okay, you're getting all of these places, inquiries, about shopper videos from all these places. You're going to have a place where you put all the information. Now, I've chosen Google. It's free, so I use Google Sheets. All right. Now, I didn't even have to set up the Google Sheets. What I did was I created a Google form. Went to Google Forms. Google Forms is free too. It's all part of the Google Business Suite, right? So you go to Google Forms. It's the purple one. If you go to Google and you drop down, it's down on the bottom. It's the purple one. You go to Forms. Very simple. You create a form. You're going to create. You're going to put a blurb on top of what you are and what whatever, and you're going to turn around and say the seller's name, agent's name, brand email, contact information, URL for product description, and whatever information you want in the form, right? And then when you do that, there's a way to integrate it. There's a button you press, connect to Sheets. So you push the button, it connects to Sheets. All the information that you asked for, it just created it in Sheets. Okay, so now you have all these drop-down columns of everything that's in the form now is across in the Sheets. So when someone answers those questions, it automatically gets populated in Sheets. It's freaking amazing. Okay, the hard part is getting them to fill out the form. So staying organized, pretty cool. So what you got to do is you got to have that form, have them fill it out. So when they contact you in all these different places, you send them the form, say, fill out this form so I have your information. I'll be glad to fill out anything you need. And this way we can have communication, right? And then they fill out the form. Everything's on Sheets, and now you have a nice list. Now, bonus, right? So I've been doing this for 2.5 years. So I have a bunch of Chinese sellers I didn't know that I had an email list. An email list is a pretty big deal. Affiliate marketing. Everybody says the money's in the list, right? So I didn't think I had a list of sellers, but check it out. Google when I opened up the sheets and it said, do I want to share it? Up at the top, it says, not the sheets, the form. It said, do I want to share the form? Click the share button on the form. It drops down. You can share it through email. You can share it through a bunch of different things. The link, Facebook, right? So you click on the email. When the form pops up, the email opens up, and you got the form attached there, and you put in the address line A, and then it'll drop down. Everybody that you've ever emailed that began with A will drop down, and anything that sounded Chinese, I clicked. And then I went to B, and I went to C, and I went to D, and I went to E, and I went to F. Went all the way through to Z, and I had a nice amount of Chinese sellers in my email list. All of a sudden, I had an email list, okay? And sent them all the form. I had some responses, okay? I'm going to send the form out every week. I'm going to be sending blasts for specials, 2-for-1 deals, 2 videos for 1, all kinds of things to generate, interest. And but that was a great way to be organized, okay? Use Google Forms, Google Sheets, use the email aspect in it. And then I'll go one better. You can go to Facebook Messenger, because they all contact you on Facebook Messenger, and you can go into Facebook Messenger and message everybody. You can click the button, and you can, do the same thing with the ABCD and drop down, and everybody that was Chinese or anybody that was a seller, because they weren't all Chinese, right? But anybody that was a seller, you can just attach, and you can send the Facebook message. Now you've got a Facebook group, okay, a Facebook Messenger group of all Chinese sellers, of all the sellers, okay, and you can send them the deals every week as well, okay. So stay organized, all right. Stay organized. It's gonna make you a business and not a side hustle, okay. So we had some more questions. Do you make commissions also? So some, Osbot, that's the Osbot 4K artificial intelligence camera, works on hand signals, zoom in, Seamus. I call him Seamus. Seamus is my cameraman, and I joke around, Seamus is the cameraman, but it's not Seamus, it's the artificial intelligence Osbot. Now it went out of focus. If I go like that, it's going to keep me in center frame, and when I move around, it's going to keep me around. So that's a great little camera to have for presentations and stuff like that. Pretty cool. Keeps you interested. It keeps the thing moving, right? Keeps it moving. So anyway, I was talking about commissions. So I do have a couple of brands that Bedshaw was one of them. There was a couple of, like 2 or 3, not two, because I didn't want to, because it's logistics, okay? So you got to send them a sales report every month, and they're going to send you a payment. It's pretty simple, but you can't send the Amazon back office information. It's against terms of service, right? The TOS. So you can't do that. So they have to kind of take your word for it. You take a screenshot. I use Logi. Logi takes all my information, puts it in the Logi file, and I'm able to send that. Some of them take it, some of them don't. But it's depending on how many sales you got. Is it worth doing? It's okay, but you can get commissions and you can make deals for that as well too. So it's not only just about upfront money. So if, they could pay you like $25 for the video, or they can give you 10% commissions, and you sell 100 items every month, and now they've paid you $500 for that video when they could have paid you 25. So if you get those deals, it's worth it to look into, especially if it's something that you think might be getting sales. Okay. And then you got to negotiate how long it goes on for. Lifetime, 3 months, a year, how long is it going to go on for? Get it as long, say as long as the product is on Amazon, I want the commission. It makes sense. As long as the video is there, I should get a commission. So it should be for the life of the video, right? But that's negotiating, right? That's negotiating. So we talked about forums, we talked about Facebook groups, we talked about emails. What kind of videos do I make? Well, a lot of times they're going to tell you what they want, right? So if they want a vertical video, sometimes they want videos for Inspired tabs. Sometimes they want them for their own usage. Be careful. They're going to steal your videos if they can. So you're going to have to. That's one reason why you have a YouTube channel, because you upload all your videos to the YouTube channel, and this way you're protecting yourself with copyright. So if anybody ever steals your video and puts it on Amazon, you go to and show them the YouTube video, the date, and you say boom, and Amazon will do it right away, no questions asked. So YouTube will cover your butt copyright wise. Okay, you can prove that the videos are yours. I mean, I've heard stories about people being in the video and not being able to prove it was their video because they didn't have it backed up, before. Yeah, crazier things have happened, right? But whatever they want, and of course, it's all negotiating, right? It's they're going to want you to say certain things. Now, I did a bulk deal for a bunch of supplements, right? They sent me like 30 supplements. I had to do 30 videos. It was a big bulk deal, and but I had to be very careful because you can't make medical claims. So I was very conscious because I didn't want to waste time editing and getting videos rejected. I was very concerned with having to redo videos. So I was very careful what I said, and I was able to. I got experience now, 2.5 years. So all 30 videos got approved. None of them got rejected. I was very, very proud of that. But bulk deals happen. You do the negotiation. Now I didn't get $80 a video. You're doing a 30 video deal. You're going to give them a deal, right? And again, going back to how much do you make? Like I said, people are going to say, I don't touch a product for less than $100, right? How much did they make? I don't know, but I don't turn people away. Okay, unless it's a bad product, unless it's really bad, I'm gonna do the video for $25. Okay, because especially if it's something I can resell, right? I'm not a prude. I'm not gonna be like that. I'm not gonna go very lower than that. Like I said, my criteria for a free product is: do I want it? Can I resell it? Or can I give it away as a gift? Right? Otherwise, I don't need free products in my garage. Okay, something that I can't sell. All right. The world is full of stuff you can't sell. Anyway, so we talked about organization. We talked about forms and sheets, Facebook Messenger group, emails. How much can I charge? Okay, we've been going over that. That was a question. How much can I charge? Now, how much are you worth? Like, this is what I said before. So I'm an hourly employee. I work a regular job. I work about 60 hours a week, 40 to 60 hours a week, depending on the season. And I make a salary and I make an overtime salary. So, I get to a 40-hour limit and I start making time and a half. And so I have a number in mind what I'm worth, right? And I started there. So what are you worth? Figure out what you're worth an hour. So, don't sell yourself too short, but you're worth at least $20 an hour, I would think, right? So you pick a number and you stick to it, and but you're going to get busy real quick. Now, me, I work full time, so there's only so many hours in the day. You may be raising a family and have kids running around and are only able to do videos when they're asleep. So maybe you have 4 hours a day you can do stuff, right? So your time is valuable. So you got to charge accordingly. So because are you going to turn away a deal? So you're going to accept stuff that you can't put out. You can't promise. They want these videos in a week. You can't accept all these products and not do the video and have them piling up, because you're gonna get swamped over, right? So you gotta keep what you can handle, right? And when you get to a point where, okay, I can do 5-10 videos a week, what can I charge? What do I need to make for that, right? And you figure it out, and you up it as it goes. And as you get better, did you upgrade your camera? Did you go from using your phone to an $800 Sony? Did you get a new lens, right? Did you change your lights? Did you go from using natural sunlight from the window to getting a nice setup, right? Time is money, and so and the equipment that you use is worth money. So if these brands wanted to do the video, they couldn't. They don't have the $800 Sony. They don't have a studio lights. They don't have a microphone that they can do this stuff. That's why they're hiring you to do it. So you have equipment that's worth money. Right, so you just can't do it for free. That's what I'm saying. You just can't do it for free. How much can you charge? What are you worth, and don't sell yourself short. Okay, that's what I would say to that question. And how do you keep track of all the deals? And we went over that with Google Forms and Google Sheets. That's a great way. I had a big problem. I had made my own sheet that I made, and I had to manually put stuff over into it. And I'd be at the concert, I'd be at the gig, I'd be at the show, I'd be over at the movies, I'd be at dinner, I'd be with my kids, I'd be at work, and I'd be getting communications. I'm going to send you this product, this product, this product. And I would forget to put it on the list, and I'd forget, and then I wouldn't know where it came from, and I'd have stuff. I've got stuff right here, right now. I've got these two things that came the other day. I have no clue where they came from. I don't know who sent them. I've been looking. I go back and look, and it's a nightmare. So I don't know. Now I have to wait for them to contact me, say, "Where's my video?" Which they probably will. They usually do, right? They usually do. So they'll find out who it is, and they'll say, "Oh yeah, it's right here. It's next." Sometimes I'll say I fell behind, or use the holidays as an excuse, or Black Friday, or whatever. Or tell me the truth, say it got misplaced. Let me look for it. I'll get back to you, and then get back to my found it. Video will be done tonight, kind of thing. How do you make multi deals? That's a good one. Okay, how do you make multi deals? So what I do is I give them a deal. Let's say they're paying me $50 a video, right? I'll turn around and say, hey, so and so, Chinese seller, Chinese brand. If you do more than 2 videos, or if you do more than 3 videos, I'll only charge you 25 a video. So now you make it 75 for 3 videos instead of 1 video for 50. Okay. So, and then you turn around and say, the first question I always ask them is, do you have more than one product? Is this going to be a long-term thing? I'm going to give you a good price, right? If it's a one and done, it's going to be more, right? If you're gonna feed me, right? Think about it. So the question you're going to ask them is, how many products do you have? What kind of products do you have? Can you promise me you'll send me more than one product? If this works out, can we have long-term deal? Always ask, right? And then send them the form, right? Send them the form, get them to sign the form, get them on your list. How long do you spend editing? Here we go. Now, I'm a YouTuber, so I do a lot of editing. YouTube videos require editing, okay? Product review videos require editing. In order to put out these videos kind of fast, you've got to be good at putting them out kind of fast, right? That's kind of stupid to say twice, but so have a setup where you can push them out fast, okay? Like I've got the overhead camera right here, right? And I can turn around and I can do a quick video pretty quickly, and I do as little editing as I can, unless it's something that I've chosen myself or bought myself. I'm trying to showcase it, or it's something that needs to be showcased and you need to take it outside and play around with it, or show it, or take it in the car or something like that. But for the most part, it's going to be a quick open, show. This is it. Boom. This is what it does. This is the pros, the cons, and move on. All right. Why you should buy, you always, the thing too is, when you're doing brand deals, it's a different strategy for me anyway, because I know a lot of these things aren't going to get sales anyway, so I'm not wasting my time with editing. All right. If it's a product that I know is getting 3,000 sales a month, has no videos in the carousel, I want to rank in the carousel, then I'm going to try a little harder. I'm going to do a good video. I'm going to do a good hook. I'm going to do a good title. I'm going to try and change angles in the video. I'm going to try and keep people interested. I'm going to try and get them to buy on my video, because you can't do a call to action. We know that, right? You can't do a call to action in your Shabo video. So don't say buy now, get yours. Don't say anything like that, right? But what you can say, what you should say, what I would like to start saying, what I'm going to try to start saying, because you want them to push the button at your video. You don't want them to go to the next video. If they go to the next video, you've lost. So you want them to click and put it in their cart from your video. So you have to say something to entice them, saying, you've seen enough, it's time to buy. So you say something like, if you've watched this long enough, if you've watched it this far, this might be the product for you, right? If you've watched this far, this is what you're looking for. This might be what you're looking for, right? And just saying something simple, subtle like that they'll be like, yeah, that it is, and I don't have to see anymore. I'll just push the button. So tip. All right, has nothing to do with brand deals, but yeah, you want them to push that button on your video. You don't want them to go to the next video because then you lose, right? Do I search for brands to work with? I used to. I used to try, and I used to spend time on LinkedIn, and I got some correspondence back and forth, but nothing grew out of it long term or any big time deals. Uh, I've gotten some feedback, but it's been a lot of time involved. So LinkedIn, but the thing is, you don't really have to look for them; they're going to find you. Okay. Now, what I would say is, if you want to do more expensive products, do videos on more expensive products. If you want brands to reach out to you that are camera equipment brands, do a lot of videos on camera equipment, right? If you want to do videos on kitchen appliances, if you want to do brand deals on kitchen appliances, then do a lot of kitchen appliance videos, because when they see those videos made, they see that you make those videos. Their competitors have you doing it. They want you doing theirs. Okay? It's just a matter of I don't know what the rule is, but they want the same thing their competitors have, right? I have one company right now that's sending me. It's a bulk deal, right? And it actually came out of the forms that I sent out last week, and it's going to be a 100 video deal. Could be up to 500 videos, he says, but he's going to send me 100 products up front, right? First, and he's going to send me his competitors' products and his products, and he wants me to do comparisons. He doesn't want me to do anything negative. He just wants me to point out stuff on his that the other one doesn't have, right? Which, why not? I'm going to do that anyway, right? So, and no requirements, no scripts. I get to ad lib and do what I need to do, right? So it's going to be a good deal, good deal. And I didn't have to search for them; they found me, right? I had a Rolodex now. All of a sudden, I had a Rolodex of brands that I didn't know I had. And if you haven't been watching the whole time, you can watch the replay, because I went through the whole thing on how to do that. This one's a great question. Can you package deals to other social medias, right? So yes, you can, and absolutely you should have deals. So if you have a YouTube channel, if you have a Facebook group, if you have an Instagram, if you have a TikTok, if you have a Pinterest, right, a YouTube channel, you can leverage that to either get a better price or to seal the deal. So if it's a product you want to do and they're on the fence about your price, let's say you're charging, so I'm going to charge you $50 for a video. I call it a video production fee. I don't call it a commission. That's another tip. They call it a commission. That's not a commission. It's a video production fee. I'm producing a video for you. It's a video production fee. You're not paying me a commission. If you are paying me a commission, we can talk about that. If you're going to pay me 10% for each product I sell, that's a commission. We can talk about that. And don't confuse the two, right? Because I'll gladly work for a commission, but this is a video production fee, right? But can you put package deals together? So if they're on the fence, you say, well, I can also upload to my YouTube channel, my Facebook group, my TikTok channel, right? For an extra $5, an extra $10, an extra $20, an extra $50, whatever. Or you wrap it into the deal and say, this is what you get for $50. You get a horizontal, and this is what I used to do when Inspire was a thing. And I stopped doing the vertical videos, but I'd say you get a horizontal, you get a vertical, you'll get a photo, and I'll upload it to my YouTube channel, right? And it would sweeten the deal, and it would help, right? So closing the deal, right? But it also adds value to the package, right? Offer more than expected, right? And now with TikTok shops, it's very viable with TikTok shops. A lot of these sellers on Amazon are trying to break into TikTok shops, and you can turn around and say, I'm on TikTok as well, right? And they'll be like, oh, really? And yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm a TikTok affiliate. I can link your products in my videos on TikTok. Extra, read all about it, right? That's a bonus. Okay. So there you go. Multiple streams of income from from Amazon. We're talking about focus. Focus is the most important thing. You're going to try and make this a business, not a side hustle, right? And organization and focus. That's the key. Okay. And that's what's going to separate the side hustle from the business, right? So anyway, let me check. I don't think we got any comments because I'm using StreamYard to go live, and there's a delay, so I don't see the comments in real time. But I saw the questions. We answered all the questions from YouTube and Facebook. We could talk about Fiverr gigs. Another way to get brand deals is through Fiverr gigs. Now, a lot of people don't want to do Fiverr gigs because $5. Who wants to work for $5? If you don't have a following on Fiverr, if you don't have a bunch of reviews on Fiverr, how do you expect to get sales? So how would you go about finding somebody on Fiverr? You would go look at the reviews, right? So what you really need to do is find out how to get some reviews. So what you do is, so what I did is you make a gig, and you have 3 gigs in the gig, right? You have a $5 gig, then you have a $25 gig, and you have a $50 gig, or whatever you want to put it in, a $100 gig, whatever you think you're worth, right? And because remember, they're going to keep 20%, right, or 5%, or whatever it is. So the $5 gig, say I do a 17-second unboxing for $5. No script, no revisions, no title, no thumbnail, right? Just video upload, right? The second one is a 1 to 2 minute shoppable video, thumbnail, title, upload to Amazon, right? The third one is the package deal, upload to Amazon, YouTube, and whatever else you got, right? And you price them accordingly. Now, the deal is to get the $5 ones, get them in. They're gonna see your listing for $5. They're gonna click it, and then most of them don't buy the $5 gig. They see the $25 gig. That's the one that's the value. The middle one is the value. They always go for the middle one, right? Believe me, I've sold most of them. I've only sold 1 or 2 $5 gigs since I've started it about 6-7 months ago, and most of them take the middle one, right? So judge it accordingly. But what I would say about Fiverr is, and I've gotten some long-term deals off of Fiverr. You got to be careful. All communications, once they're in Fiverr, have to stay in Fiverr. You can't put an email or anything in there. They'll shut you down right away because they want their cut, right? So they've gotten you that customer. They want that customer. They want that cut from the rest of that customer. And communication time, you have to be responsive. So if you're somebody who doesn't respond for 24 hours, it's going to look bad in your response time. In your reviews on Fiverr, it's going to look bad. So you got to respond, and you can have automatic responses, so it happens right away. This way, because your response time matters. Everything matters. Okay. Yeah, but that's another way to get some gigs, right? Now, again, like I said, $5. But don't worry, don't let that scare you. Very little of them got the $5 gig, and the ones that got the $5 gig came back and got the other one later, right? Repeat business is good too, right? Yeah, all right. So that's that. Brand deals. How much did you make last year in brand deals? Okay, now if I told you if you stuck around, I'd let you know. I work full time. I'm a service technician. I work full time. I'm out of the house 7:30 every day. I get back in the house by 6 o'clock at night, and family stuff, dinner, whatever. I put about 7 to 10 hours a week into my Amazon influencer program. Last year on the Amazon influencer program, I did just under 25 grand in commissions, and my brand deals were just over 5. Okay, so I'm looking to increase that this year through organization, and stick with me, subscribe, follow to find out if I do. My goal is to increase and double and triple that. But when I look at people that are doing it full time, when I average out the amount of hours I'm putting in, I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. Anyway, subscribe, right? Subscribe and follow, and we go live. I try to go live every Sunday, 9 o'clock, uh, in the guild, in the Amazon Creators Guild, and then when I'm done there, I come on live here. Uh, but yeah, you can check that out. There'll be a link in the description or wherever you're seeing it for Creators on. The Creators Guild, we come hang out. You can come hang out. You can talk. You can share your screen. You can share your microphone. Kind of like a Zoom room. It's kind of like Zoom meets Clubhouse. Pretty cool deal. Yeah, trying to build that up. It's not monetizing it. There's no course. There's nothing for sale. There's no app. There's no extension. There's no nothing. It's just people hanging out, sharing their experience. What happened? Did you get the email? What are you doing? Do you do thumbnails? How long do you make your videos? All these questions come up, and we discuss them every Sunday at 9 o'clock at the Guild. All right. So that's that. And I'm going to find over here my going out music, and have a good one. I'll see you next time.